thinking about developing countries, often a key driver of what's called the resources curse isn't the classic Dutch disease where you drive up the exchange rates and drive down all the rest of the sectors of the economy apart from mining. It's what I call the capability gap between the sort of jobs and businesses and incomes that can be created from mining and the services to mining and the capability of the community that's hosting mining. And place after place we see this gap. The mining company wants to employ local people, it wants to engage local businesses, it wants to interact with the local economy, but it can't because the levels of education and training and the socialisation of work is way down here. So you've got this gap, and bridging that gap is a real key to overcoming particularly the local resources curse, and I'm sure, Megan, you see that in PNG all the time. And so one of the things that's become very apparent over the last year that we've been operating is that one of the key things to try and bridge that gap is to help countries and regions build much better technical and vocational education capacity to bridge young people between years 9 or 10 or even lower and the world of work so that they can actually partake of some of those opportunities. And in many cases I've been a bit surprised that what we take for granted, like our TAFE sector and the private technical education sector, just simply doesn't exist. Certainly not related to mining in many of these places. And until it does exist, until we can help those countries build that capability, that resource curse is going to hang around. So education, training, absolutely key to that, as is the management of revenues and the flows and the spending on infrastructure. But if we're going to actually activate that local community, enable them to go out and get good, satisfying, higher and higher skilled jobs, that education and training gap has got to be bridged.